Why, upon your first voyage as a passenger, did you yourself feel such a mystical vibration when first told that you and your ship were now out of sight of land? Why did the old Persians hold the sea holy? Why did the Greeks give it a separate deity and own brother of Jove? Surely all this is not without meaning. And still deeper the meaning of that story of Narcissus, who, because he could not grasp the tormenting mild image he saw in the fountain, plunged into it and was drowned. But that same image we ourselves see in all rivers and oceans. It is the image of the ungraspable phantom of life, and this is the key to it all.
Are any of you familiar with Moby Dick? You should be. I mean, this is the greatest work of prose ever written by an American without contest, I think. I mean, I like to think that when human history is written, Americans will be remembered for two things. They went to the moon, and they're the people who produced Moby Dick. I mean, this is our Odyssey. This is our Odyssey and our Iliad. Nobody's ever gone past it. Okay, there's a scene early on. You all know that it's a whale hunt, right? Okay, so there is a scene where the captain, who is running this show and driving this thing, this hunt for this whale, to a truly apocalyptic conclusion, because for him this is no hunt for an animal, this is a confrontation with an alien god, and he is determined to murder this thing.
Right, these bashful bears, these timid warrior whalemen. But as for Queequeg, why, Queequeg sat there among them at the head of the table, too, it so chanced, as cool as an icicle. To be sure, I cannot say much for his breeding. His greatest admirer could not have cordially justified his bringing his harpoon into breakfast with him and using it there without ceremony, reaching over the table with it to the imminent jeopardy of many heads and grappling the beefsteaks toward him. But that was certainly very coolly done by him, and everyone knows that in most people's estimation to do anything coolly is to do it genteelly.
Okay, I'm in chapter 6 of Moby Dick, The Street, and Ishmael is walking out. He's just woken up in Queequeg's arms, but after he has breakfast, he walks out in the street, and he's like astonished with all of the strange people he's seeing from all of the edges of the earth. And I'm just reminded how capitalism, the people that, the merchants that push their territories, push the boundaries of their territories to keep trading, they're the ones who create the diversity. We have these social programs to guard against evil capitalist monotony, but it's actually capitalism that creates diversity. Anyway, I think that's neat. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, Ishmael, the same fate may be thine. But somehow I grew merry again. Delightful inducements to embark, fine chance for promotion, it seems. Aye, a stove boat will make me an immortal by brevet. Yes, there is death in this business of whaling, a speechlessly quick, chaotic bundling of a man into eternity. But what then? Methinks we have hugely mistaken this matter of life and death. Methinks that what they call my shadow here on earth is my true substance. Methinks that in looking at things spiritual, we are too much like oysters, observing the sun through the water and thinking that thick water the thinnest of air. Methinks my body is but the lees of my better being. In fact, take my body who will. Take it, I say, it is not me. And therefore 3 cheers for Nantucket. And come a stove boat and stove body when they will, for stave my soul, Jove himself can. that is foundering at sea in a fog, in such tones he commenced reading the following hymn, but changing his manner towards the concluding stanzas, burst forth with appealing exultation and joy. The ribs and terrors in the whale arched over me a dismal gloom, while all God's sunlit waves rolled by and lift me deepening down to doom. I saw the opening maw of hell, with endless pains and sorrows there, which none but they that feel can tell. Oh, I was plunging to despair. In black distress I called my God, when I could scarce believe him mine. He bowed his ears to my complaints, no more the whale did me confine. With speed he flew to my relief, as on a radiant dolphin borne, awful yet bright as lightning shone the face of my deliverer God. My song forever shall record that terrible, that joyful hour. I give the glory to my God, his all the mercy and the power.